Hey there guys, how's it going? It's Afraid Not, and welcome to my first gameplay of Advanced Warfare. Now, I've only just got this gameplay, so it's fresh off the grill, and it's by far the best gameplay that I've got so far in this game. I think it's taken me now to level 44 to actually get this game, so as you can probably tell, it's a very difficult game. I know a lot of people have been saying that. A lot of people on YouTube have been saying that this game is hard, and I'm just going to have to echo that. It is a very difficult game just to get used to at the start. Which you probably tell by this gameplay is that there's no boost jumps, there's no boost slides or anything like that, because this is the classic playlist. I seem to be having a lot more, I wouldn't say fun, but I'm having a lot more success, I think, in the classic, Call of Duty get playlist. I just feel like all the boost jumps and things like that, which I will touch up on in this video, is just quite hard to just adapt to at the moment. So maybe playing this isn't really the best idea, but it's just what I'm doing at the moment, just to try and have as much success as I can on this game. So as you can probably tell, this is my first impressions video, and I'm going to be touching up, I think, first on the things that I do like about the game. So I'm going to start off by talking about the graphics. This is the best that a Call of Duty has ever looked, ever. I mean, obviously it's going to be, because it's a next gen game. I know Ghost was on the next gen, but it was already programmed for the 360 in the last gen. So I mean, by far this is definitely the best looking Call of Duty to date. The way that the gameplay is, it feels exactly like the way COD does. These 60 frames per second. I don't feel any frame stutters or anything like I did on the PS4. And I did buy it actually on the Xbox One, and the Xbox One never felt like really bad, especially with Ghosts anyway. But yeah, this is actually from the Xbox One. What I also like about the game is the variety in the creator class. Now there is just so many different options that you can do. I mean, you could in Black Ops 2, but they've added in the score streaks this time, and the way that you can change score streaks is really cool. So the variety in the creator class is really, really varied, and it's, I mean, every time I come out of a game, I've unlocked some new stuff. I just want to try it. There's just so much stuff that I just want to try, and I haven't even touched the sides after 24 hours of playing. It's got very good character customization if you're into that kind of thing. I'm not really that fussed about the way that my character looks. I would be if it was a third person game, but not in a first person game. But I know a lot of you do care about that kind of thing, and there's just like loads of different stuff that you can wear, different helmets, different hats, and all that kind of thing. Touching back on with the gameplay, it is very fast paced. Now I find with TDMs it's a little bit slower than what a domination game is, or like an uplink game, which is a game mode that I really like, but for the most part it is quite a fast paced game. It's a hell of a lot more fast paced than what Call of Duty Ghosts ever was, so that's always a plus for it. And another thing that I really like about this game at the moment is the maps. I think there's only one or two that I really dislike, and I think because they do remind me of Call of Duty Ghosts, there's a couple that are very, very familiar to me, because it does feel like Call of Duty Ghosts. And I was just like, nah, it just doesn't, like, I can't remember which one it was. There was one out in the grass and you got a castle in the middle. Oh, it's awful, it really is. But I think for the most part they have smashed it on map design, so well done Sledgehammer for that one. With every Call of Duty comes its problems, and I've got a few gripes with this game already which I really dislike, and I'm going to be talking about them. And the first thing I want to talk about is the spawns. Now this is number one for me at the moment, apart from the lag, which I'll go into, but the spawns is just killing me at the moment. Now I don't know if you've noticed, but it's got a particular philosophy behind the spawns. Now when you spawn in, look at the minimap, you are bang in the middle of your teammates every single time, so you're always in a cluster of sort of 4 to 5 people, and obviously that happens as well with the enemy team. So it feels like, especially with me anyway, I'd get into, say, I'll find an enemy and I'd kill him, and then I'll get killed by the second person straight away, and then same again, I'll be going there, I'll get double kill, get killed by a third, and I've even got a triple kill and got killed by a fourth person, and it happens pretty much every time. You'll probably notice a few times on this gameplay, from the times I die, it's because I've killed 1 or 2 people from their team. I just find so many people all at the same time, and I just feel like the philosophy behind the spawns is just completely broken. It needs to be fixed, because this just isn't, for me, it isn't right at all. The only way that I can really combat this at the moment is just using stealth, using silencers, using off the grid or whatever the UAV hiding perk is, and that's the only way for me that I can get around this. I just have to use a silencer. And also another thing that can kind of tie into what my gripe is with the spawns is that the recovery time is ridiculously long. You can get hit by 2 or 3 bullets, it will take you a good 10 seconds to get over, and it's terrible. Like, I don't like the fact that I'm just hurt every time I get into a gunfight. The recovery time needs to be, shortened. You need to be able to recover a lot quicker than you do at the moment. So for this Call of Duty, they've introduced double jump, exo abilities where you can boost slide and do all kinds of fancy stuff with it. But what they've done with this, they've made it so awkward to use. They really have. I mean, to boost to the left is virtually impossible. Basically, you've got to hold pretty much the run button. So as if you're running, you press it in and press forward, and then you run. But if you want to boost slide, you have to do the same, but then pull it left, and then or put it right if you want to slide to the right. And it just feels so unnatural to use. It really does. does. And I think obviously I had a good few hours playing yesterday. I must have played probably about sort of 5 hours on the spin, and by the end of it my thumb was absolutely throbbing. And the way that I would have done it was that you literally flick the thumbstick to the right and then hold it to the right, you know, so you flick it and then hold it, and that's the way that you should be boost sliding to the right, and obviously vice versa for the left, you know, and that would just feel so much more natural than it does now. It really, I mean, literally try boost sliding to the left. It is virtually impossible. As a right-handed person, I don't know if that even really makes a difference, but it's just virtually impossible. I don't think I've ever boost slid to the left. Another major concern with me at the moment is the lag and the ping or whatever it is. I'm not getting 4 bars at all during the game. It's really crafty, this game, because I'll be getting sort of 1 or 2 bars throughout the game, and then when it shows the final scoreboard I think everyone's on 4 bars, and it's just like, no, that's not the way the game rolled out at all, and it's just ridiculous. So I'm really struggling with connection. But it's not just me. I've done a ping test or speed test yesterday, and I think I was getting 50 meg download, 8 meg upload, and I had a ping of about 7. So I mean, I had absolutely no issues my end with lag. But I think this game is just giving the host to completely the wrong people, and I just wish that dedicated servers were here. You know, I don't feel myself really struggling with the hit detection. I think the hit detection is okay. It's a lot better than what Black Ops 2 was, but there's nothing on what Ghost was. So I think when Ghost sets a standard for that kind of, you know, mechanics, you know, the hit detection, the lag, etc., it has to stay at that. It sets the bar, and it should just be carrying on. Every game after that should just carry on from the way that the best one left off, if that makes sense. So at the moment I'm just not feeling that with the connection. One more thing I just want to mention is the weapon balance. Obviously ARs dominate this game. I think everyone is starting to get used to the fact that everyone uses ARs and using themselves. So I mean, you can kind of understand. I think the SMGs just need a complete buff. They really do. They are completely useless. Well, yeah, I mean, they are useless. Let's be serious. I mean, I have had a few games with the with an SMG and done okay with it. So, but yeah, it does need a major buff, I feel. But on a whole, I'm enjoying the game. However, these problems need to be fixed, and what I think the good thing is about these problems that I've listed is that they can be fixed. It's not like Ghost where the maps just couldn't obviously get patched or whatever. So yeah, I am enjoying the game. I need to spend a few more hours in the normal playlist and perhaps get a little bit more used to it, but that's that's my problem. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a rating, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.